Yet another parcel from Hattons, which you will see the contents of in the next few weeks.
Well, hello everybody, welcome to Robert's Train Set, and what you have before you are a very small amount of the things I bought at Hattons the other day. You might have seen the picture, but I just thought I'd like to just do a little bit of an unboxing on these two items, and really just to compare what you get for your money. Because these two items were within £2 of each other. And if you're wondering why there's a pair of pliers and a sanding stick, a fingernail stick, on the top of the Heljan, all will become clear. So I've heard very good things about the Accurascale, so I did want to try some of their wagons. And I just thought these Heljan cargo wagon things, it looks to be a lot of stuff for your money. Albeit there's only two of these and there are three in the Accurascale. So let's get on with the unboxing, and I think I'm going to start with the Accurascale. So as you can see, they're very nicely presented, and these are as they came. I have not had these out of the box. It's a very substantial box with the sleeve. It's almost like opening a loco. It's that good. And you notice that there is a very good information sheet comes with these, and there is an awful lot of information on there, which I will try and photo so you can read it. Even to the extent of what actually pulled these wagons. And you will see quite a strange loco pulling these on my layout, or what you would think would be strange, but it's on here in black and white. So I'm just going to show you how they come out. And the old snappers are beginning to do these a lot, aren't they? It was on my logo from my last video. I'm going to now put that box out of the way. But I'm very impressed with that packaging, I must admit. It does seem like quality. I'll leave that there. And I'll just get one of these out for the time being. There is an extras pack, which is basically the couplings if you want to stick them on. I think, to be honest, they would probably get in the way of the thing, but you could have that on the end, on the last of your wagons. So nice bit of sleeve. So my first impression of these is how light they are. They really, really are light. I'm sort of used to Daypole, you know, the mineral wagons and that, and they're quite weighty things. So do we associate heavy weight with good quality? I don't think you can you? Because to actually look at these, they are absolutely superb models. There's so much detail on them, even down to the distribution bit at the bottom here, and they look lovely. But they are so light. So I do have concerns that they might fall off running around the layout, and we'll have to see when we do the running session. So that's what I make of those. I'm not going to go into fine detail, but I mean, you know, right down to the sprung buffers. You know, a few years ago you didn't even get them on a loco, but now you're getting them on freight wagons. Amazing. So that's that. So I've taken the lid off, and that's all it is. And as you can see, they're in foam, which is a perfectly acceptable packaging medium. You know, it does give protection. You can bang it and it'll absorb it. So I'll just get one of these out. And if you can't get your fingers down the side, you can always take the packaging out and push it from the back. So there's also a little detail pack in here. I'll take the what you think is a sleeve, and in fact it's just wrapped up like that. So, you know, they have got to me in one piece. Let's put it that way. So I think they're a nice wagon. Again, they are fairly light considering their size. They are certainly heavier than they are, but then you would expect that. And there is quite a nice bit of detail along here, and obviously you've got all this ribbing and the graphics on there and little bits here. Would I say they're as detailed as this wagon? I don't think I would, but they're perfectly good, and then obviously it's dependent on the donor wagon, isn't it, what they've made them from. But the top is nicely executed, and these are you know, they're probably filthy dirty, most of them. An interesting bit in my research on the internet to this, I discovered that one of these, albeit from Italy, was in our local train areas, which I think are much diminished now, but yes, so it had the FS symbol on, which is the Italian railway. So the only other thing to do is what's in this pack. But basically, as far as I can see, and I shall try and open it, to the pliers and the rod end, we could add a pair of scissors because I could not pull that apart. That is a good bag. So as I said, we have in here some little, I think they're levers of some sort, or pipes, aren't they? Which I believe go here, by the look of it. Now, whether they're meant to go down, possibly, and then obviously that's why they leave them off, because they would stop you coupling them up. So there's two of those. I must say the sprue is a bit chunky. I thought originally that there was a whole pair, you know, and I looked on pictures to see if I could find where it went, but no. And also inside are the couplings. Now, as you can see on this wagon, they're already in the packaging. In this one, obviously they wanted to save a bit of room on the packaging, and they've left them out, which shouldn't be a problem, should it? We've got the NEM coupling and we've got the little coupling to go in. The other thing I would say about the Heljan wagon is there is absolutely no information whatsoever about it, except, as you can see, the name on the box. Otherwise, it is zilch. No research, no history, not even where the little bits of detail stick, you know. I suppose to be fair-handed, I should show the sign label for the Accurascale ones. I hope you can see that. So why have I got the pliers and why have I got the sanding block? So I'm hoping you can see this, but obviously there is the coupling, and you obviously quite simply, don't you? You put that in there, don't you? And it's easy, isn't it? So yes, what I thought. The first thing you've got to be very careful of is that you're likely to wrench this coupling out. It comes out of a slot. It does go back, but it's a bit of a pain to get in. And you would think you'd just push that in there and do like we normally do. But I tried and I tried on the first one to do that, and I could not do it. I really could not. I even, in the end, I resorted to try and just do that and then try and feed it in, but that didn't work very well. So the reason I've got the glass box is my consideration was that the width across here is almost too great to go into that slot. So I've actually, on all the ones I've done, except for the first one, where I did pull out the couplings a couple of times in order to get them back in, I just put a slope on, I don't know if you can see that, just a slope on one side. Now you don't want to take out the notch that clips it in, and yes, it probably would weaken it slightly. And I then round everything off and even rub it across there and across there. And then, deciding where you've beveled it, which is that one, you need to hold the bogey right up against right up against that and slide that in there. And then hopefully, and it's a bit awkward this, usually do it another way, but hold it like that to stop it moving and get it in. So there it is, that's in. But what I was then finding was that when you pushed it in, you dislodge it again. So I now put the pliers, or you can use a screwdriver, and just put that behind to clip them in. But what a palaver just to get a coupling in. So there we are. So what do I think about these two wagons? I think in their own right, they're nice wagons, and I'm glad I've bought them. I'm wondering whether my Hornby Class 66 will pull the number of these I've bought, and I might have gone over the top a bit. So we'll have to see. And I did notice that some aren't very freewheeling, so I shall see what happens, and I may have to have a look at why that some are stiffer than others. These are a joy. These really run really lovely, and I've run a couple rounds to try, and they seem to work very well. And the detail on those is great. I can see why people infuse on Accurascale. They are really nice wagons, and not too expensive really. £69 I think they were for 3. So you know, it's not that bad, is it? It's less than £25 each. As for these, I tried to run a little train with 2 of these in, 3 of those in, and a carriage that I'd bought, and it would run up where the level crossings are, going in a clockwise direction, and as it went past the country park, everything would topple off the layout, literally, except for the loco. And what it was these bits here, I don't know if you can see, it's like a step, isn't it, where you open these and climb in. That was hitting on the fencing round the country park and just pulling the whole lot off. So I can't run them now on the inside track, which isn't a great problem, because it's such a long train, it's better to have a longer run. So I think I've gone on long enough about these. I would have liked some more information on these in the packaging for the price, but otherwise it's good. But I am really impressed with the Accurascale, I must admit, and I probably will be buying more of their stuff. So having got all the couplings into the cargo wagons and taken out the other 2 Accurascale wagons, got the boxes ready to go up to be stored up in the loft, and all that remains to be done is to get these up and connect them onto the trains awaiting them, whence we can then see the trains running round with all new rolling stock. The engines aren't new, although one is, but the rolling stock on this layout is all new, with a couple of exceptions, the goods vans at the back. I put goods vans on the back of some of these. So let's get up there and see what we've got. Well, here we are at the layout up in the loft, and as you can see, we've got a fairly big HGV waiting at the level crossing. And as we have a few wagons to see, and I want you to see all of them, I thought I'd give you the view from the window of the HGV. So we'll roll the new acquisitions past slowly. So we'll have the Accurascale wagons first, with a very unusual engine on the front, and then we'll have the Heljan cargo wagons past. I do a little bit of running around the layout, not a lot. This is not a running session, and if you're eagle-eyed, you might spot some of the new other stuff that you will be seeing in future videos. So as we can see, we're sitting in the cab of the HGV and wait for these trains to go past. So the first one will be the Acura wagons. You might be surprised what they're pulled by. I'll give you a hint, I'll give it a whistle. Here it comes. These were all separate packs of the wagons, so there's 3 wagons with 3 numbers and so forth and so forth. Yes, it's a black 5. And you'd say these couldn't possibly have been pulled by a black 5. Well, as I alluded to in the unboxing bit, they did. It's in the list of locos that pulled them. And I do think they're a lovely wagon. And am I going to weather them? I'm certainly not. Well, I hope this was slow enough for you. And obviously you've seen the brake van before, so that's not new. So there we are, I hope you like those. Right, so now for the second load of wagons I bought, which were the freight wagons, if you remember, from the unboxing. And I did allude to maybe thinking I bought a few too many of these, and also that I wanted them to be pulled by the Hornby 66, and I expressed doubts on its ability to do so, and I was absolutely right. So what are we going to have pulling them this time? And if I tell you that even this can struggle a little bit when they're all round the end curves, it will show you how heavy they are. I think I am going to look at all these wagons and just check how free the wheels are, because there's a hell of a lot of resistance. Anyway, let's, with no further ado, let's bring them past. And you might hear a locomotive working hard here. Here it comes. And yes, it's the Polish Rails 37, the Batman model, with the TTS decoder. So I hope I'm not doing these too fast, but count them. I did buy too many. But equally, I might be able to have 2 trains of them. Now these are all the same. They didn't have any variations, so these are all exactly the same with the same numbers, but hang on, it's a train set. And we've got the ubiquitous brake van at the end, of course, which isn't new.
So I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of you running, and look out for the rest of the boxes that I bought recently. Hope you've enjoyed this, and see you next time. Cheers everybody, bye.